hey, it's a bow tie. And you might have noticed a bit of a change in the background because I can't record in my room anymore. Reason being because my dad said so. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be recording in here from now on, most likely. And I'm going to also have a few more changes, like I'm not going to use my 11th Dr. Sonic screwdriver anymore because it's kind of broken and I need to buy a new one. And once I buy a new one, then I can use it again. But that's going to be another difference. There's probably some other differences. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm just going to jump right on in because time. My first ever friend that I ever talked to or like associated with was Neo, and he was my first ever like friend, like real friend, like not imaginary or like bully, but no, he was like an actual friend, and I hung out with him when I was like 10. Yeah, no wait, that was the last time I saw him. Last time I actually like physically talked to him and saw him was when I was 10. Yeah, that was pretty much the extent of that friendship. But then I moved a lot. That's why I didn't have like any room to have friends, because like I just was constantly moving around. Anyway, I decided that I was going to you know, actually start trying to make friends more. Neo was like a pretty great friend. Like we had a sleepover together, and that was really fun because I remember doing like a little marble, like he had a marble thing, a little roller coaster. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it was pretty dank. And then he also had, oh my gosh, memories are reflooding through my mind. Oh my gosh. So Neo was the one who introduced me to Pop Tropica. Guys, it's the TARDIS. Hold up. He also had a game called Diablo, and that was my first time actually like interacting and seeing online games. Well, not online, but computer games. And it was like really fun to watch him play them because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't play that. Oh, and then yeah, so he was the one who introduced me to the internet, basically. Technically speaking, he was the first one to introduce me to the internet. Oh, and oh my gosh, freaking the amount of video games that we played. We played Spyro, we played Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It was great. Like, I remember those days. Oh man, I wish I could go back and like redo all of it. That way I can savor every moment. Like, yeah, me and him played video games a lot. It wasn't like the stereotypical like bro, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go play video games, like, you know, like guys do. That was my first friend that I had. So yeah. And because I was moving around, like, from elementary to elementary to elementary to freaking junior high to junior high, then I didn't actually gather, like, real friends. So, basically, I, like lost contact with Neo. I'm like, no! My only friend that I've ever had! And so, yeah, we didn't get to talk that often until I got control of Facebook. Then I started talking, like, to people online, like, you know, people that I knew from school, and that was when I was in 6th grade, I believe? Yeah, 6th grade. And I had 2 friends, but they weren't really, like, close friends. We were just like, hey, because I was new to the school, and when I moved, and their names were, what's it called? I see, that's how not really close we were. But, yeah, anyway, let's just speed up to the part where I actually start getting better friends, like real friends. Freaking hair, oh no, if my freaking, where's my comb? I need my comb at all times on me. I always have to have a spare bow tie on me because, like, you never know who's gonna need a bow tie, and like I'm just like, okay, here's your bow tie. I had a small group of friends, like in the bus route that I took for junior high, but yeah, they were moderate friends. I might put them in a different video, but yeah. I finally got to my high school freshman year, that's when I actually started getting friends, starting with Joey. I was a pretty lonely child freshman year, but then I actually walked by the amphitheater. I don't know how to describe it. If you know what an amphitheater is, then yeah. But like, there were a group of people that sat in the amphitheater, and I walked by them every day like, oh, they're weird, I don't want to be like them. Because like, basically, amphitheater kids are known for stereotypically being drug addicts and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh no, because I was an innocent little Mormon boy. And yeah, that used to be freshman year. Look at me now, I'm a senior. Totally, what the heck, hold up. This is why I freaking hate it. The camera trouble is real. Frick, I lost my train of thought. Now I can't read. What was I talking about? So I was talking about amphitheater, and then I was talking about the group of people. Right, the group of people. And then I walked by them like, I don't want to be like them, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm just like, somehow, no, that's what it was. My neighbor, Bella, I think her name was, I haven't talked to her in like a year or 2 or 3, but yeah, my neighbor at the time introduced me to the group, basically, because I was walking down the amphitheater like during lunch one day, and then all of a sudden, I saw her, I'm like, oh hey, I know you, you're my neighbor, and then she was like talking to Joseph, who I was eventually going to be introduced to, and then once she was like done, she was like, oh yeah, this is Bowtie, or Che, or you know, and then they're like, oh, no, that's not what happened. This is how it happened. Yeah, and this is Chase, he's Mormon. And then Joseph was like, oh, nice to meet you, Mormon. That is how I got my nickname in the Misfit Toys group. That's what we eventually called ourselves, like once I actually became friends with them. Once I was introduced to Joey, I sat down, and then he introduced me to the group eventually. Like, he introduced me to the group. So then I was introduced to Jessica. She was amazing. Like, sadly we don't talk anymore. I don't know why. Like, she doesn't respond to any of my text messages, which is quite sad, because she was a really awesome friend. Like, I love her so much. And anyway, she always had dye in her hair. Like, I saw a picture of her before she had her hair dyed, like on her ID card, and I'm like, what? That was you? You had brown hair, and now you have like multicolored hair every single time I see you? Like, last time I saw her, like, in person, I think she had, like, black hair, maybe, or she had a mixture of black and then green and then blue or something like that. She always has, like, dyed hair. Most of my friends have dyed hair, I think, or black hair, but, or dark hair in general. Then I was introduced to Tiffany. Tiffany was blonde, and I think she had a little bit of blue in her hair at the time, and, let's see, let me think. She was dating this guy, Brad. I honestly didn't really consider him a friend, like, at the time. I still don't, but, like, anyway, let's not get into that. Tiffany was pretty dank, too, because, she and Jessica always ganged up? They basically jumped me and was like, oh yeah, and then they started biting me. I'm like, ah, don't bite me! Not the bites again! And so yeah, I had to deal with, like, really hard bites, like, like almost like bruised, like flesh tearing off bites. I'm like, when most of my friends have done that at least once, bit me, I mean, and not like eaten my flesh. There was one more person, but I'm not gonna mention them until the very end, because I always save the best for last. We hung out like the whole entire freshman year and sophomore year, and like we did little adventures and birthday parties and all that stuff, and we were a really nice group of friends. Like, they helped me through so much, like, so much. I really want to be friends with them again, but sadly I rarely see them. And there was this whole drama thing that happened. That always tends to happen when you're an amphitheater kid, just drama. I guess it comes with the title. So in my, like, sophomore, junior-ish year, that's when I got, like, a ton of friends. And one of my favorite friends in that group of amphitheater kids, and still, like, Sean. And he's such a good hugger. Like, he gives the best hugs, and he makes me feel so good. Like, he's just like, oh, you look adorable today. I'm like, yay! Someone thinks I'm adorable, and then he gives me a hug, and I'm just like, my day just got better. Like, you know, do you have those friends, like, that you just see them, and then they give you a hug, and you're just like, aw, you feel special. And if not, I feel so bad. Here, virtual hug. Love you. I also forgot to mention, Maria! She's practically my freaking grandmother-ish, in a sense. Like, to me, she's like a metaphorical grandmother, because she always, like, she has wisdom in her mind, and I'm just like, can I take some of that wisdom? Thank you, use it in my life. Like, she's, like, really good at comforting as well, and I'm just like, I used to have so many comforting friends. I mean, I still have comforting friends, but, like, I have way less. Another person who was in the amphitheater, they're kind of still, they're not in the amphitheater anymore, but they're in my guitar class, but, yeah, Haley. She's pretty cool, because, she's a nerd like me. Frickin' hair! She's pretty funny, because, like, she always complains about her job, and I'm like, hey, now I can relate to that, and then we're always, like, making references in guitar class. I'm like, I get you, I got you, fam. And then I have another friend, Michael. Yeah, he's the one who like has been helping me with my YouTube channel and stuff. And thanks, Michael. Shout out to you. But yeah, he's a total, complete 100%, no doubt about it, nerd, like geek, like he is like a computer genius, and he's just like do numbers, blah blah blah. But usually, what I hear, I'm just like, hey Michael, 3.141592. What? Huh? I wasn't asking for. Now stop with the facts. Did you know that? I didn't need any of that. What? I didn't even get any of that either. Yeah, that's pretty much how Michael is. Another friend of mine is JoJo, and I met her through another friend, which I'm gonna say last, because best for last. I've already said that. Yeah, but yeah, so we met through a friend of mine, and she has, like, we have the same bus, and we like totally bonded over the friend. I'm like, nice. So we also had choir together. No, did she have? I think she had choir, and then yeah. The most recent friends that I've made, Lynette. So she's in my history class, and we have a really fun time, like, you know, conversing about stuff, like, related to Doctor Who and anime and stuff like that, because we're both nerds. And it's great, because she's pretty cool. I didn't really actually talk to her until school started, like, a few weeks in, and then once I realized that she was a nerd like me, well, not a nerd, a weeb like me, I'm just like, hey! Because that's how I connect with friends. I'm just like, you like this too? Nice, okay, I like you. I mean, we don't have to all like the same stuff. Actually, to be honest, most people don't like the same stuff I do. Like, I like mustard, pepperoni pizza, glitch hop, EDM, dubstep, all that stuff, that kind of music, which people don't tend to like. And then Doctor Who, which people don't tend to like. I'm just like, why is it so hard to find people with the same interests as me? I don't understand. In my other channel with Chase, in the D-Bags video, yeah, those are Desiree and Jessica. Yeah, you've met those two if you've watched that video, and if you haven't watched it, it's pretty cool. Jessica calls me her emo babe. I'm just like, okay, works for me. You whatever floats your boat. So, because you know, my hair is just like emo AF. I hate life and I question all reality. Existential crisis activate. And then Desiree, she's just amazing because she's as weird as me, and I'm like, yes, and then like we're just like, blah, 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 and then just like, blah, 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 and then we give each other a hug. It's like great. So I have a friend Jaden, and guess what? She used to be in the amphitheater too. Can you see a pattern here? Yeah, most of my friends originated from the amphitheater and got lost in the amphitheater, and my hair is still not freaking working. Let's just shake it off. Okay, that didn't work at all. But let's just like put it back. Oh my. Just like I'm gonna just keep it like this then, I guess. I don't know. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't. I mean, this part looks good. This part doesn't. It's just frickin'. Why won't my hair work? I met Jaden like midway between being in the amphitheater, like I think it was junior year, and I met her through, who was it? I'm not sure exactly who I met her through, but I know that we bonded over Doctor Who. I always imagined her as River Song because she had like curly hair, or she has curly hair. We still talk. Like the last time we hung out was Konnichiwa. Speaking of Konnichiwa, I met a friend there too. His name is Connor. He is just amazing, like, every way, like, yes, to be honest. The moment we became friends was when we slow danced to the Doctor Who theme song, and it was, like, the best thing ever. Like, I met him at Konnichiwa because, of Lily. So I already featured her in one of my videos, and that's called Heating with Canada. You should go check that out if you haven't already. And she's my metaphorical little sister, if you didn't know. Yeah, so we met junior year. That's when I met most of my friends that I lost. I already explained how we met and stuff in that video, so I'll just re-explain the basics of it. Came to the amphitheater, and then I was there, and then she's like, oh hey, you're kinda cool. I'm like, yeah, you too, and then that's how we became friends. And then I sort of had like a more protective, like if anything bad happened, I'm like, oh no, so yeah, I had the like big brother type of vibe going on, along with my other metaphorical little sister, Hannah. Same thing, like Hannah was hanging out in the amphitheater as well, and that's how I met her. Another thing I just remembered is that like my junior year in the amphitheater had a friend family, if you know what I mean, like, oh, you're my, like I've been explaining, like, you're my grandma, you're my mom, but wait, aren't you my sister too? And it was just a big bunch of like family tree of incest, and it was just so confusing to follow. I'm like, well then, that's a bit weird. Long story short, she's my metaphorical little sister as well for the same reasons, because I'm there for her, I'm overprotective like that. I also made a video with my closest best male friend, and his name is Brendan. He's just an adorable little nerd, and I met him sophomore year, and we had Spanish class together, and the first time that I saw him was technically in Shepherd Junior High, but I didn't actually know him then. Like, I saw him around school, I just didn't talk to him. He was hella tall, like, super tall. Anyway, I mean, he's still tall now, but who am I kidding? I'm kind of average, slightly shorter than, like, my family is short, so it's kind of hard to be tall. I mean, I'm tall for my family, but short for other people, or average for other people. I mean, Canada and Hannah are short. Sorry. Once I actually started talking to him in Spanish class, then we actually became best friends, and like we've been best friends ever since, and it's been great. Now Stephanie, one that I didn't mention in the Misfit Toys group, yeah, that is the person that I made most of my connections with, and she's my closest best female friend, and I'm just like, Stephanie, we know each other like the back of our hand, and we always are there for each other, no matter how bad either of us are feeling. Like, if I'm feeling down, even if she's feeling down, then she'll help me, and if she's feeling down, no matter how down I'm feeling, I'll help her, because that's just how close we are, and it's great. We have so many inside jokes. I mean, all of my friends and me have inside jokes, but Stephanie and I have the most. So those are most of my friends. I mean, I didn't get everyone. Don't feel like offended or like, oh wow, I'm not your friend. Like, no, don't. I love you guys. I only mention people either A, actually responded to my text messages, B, I've actually had a really close connection with them, or C, other. I might make another video just like this one, only with people that either I miss or want to be in one, or anything else like that, so, or new friends that I make along the way, and obviously my companions count as well, which means you guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and stay cool, companions.